Wrestling Mindset, Chapter 2. Pull the trigger. If I could sum up all of performance psychology in 3 words, it would be just that. Pull the trigger. How Nike says just do it, I like to pull the trigger because it adds more effect. It's more dramatic. You got to pull the trigger out there. In a match, you're faced with one major decision. Are you going to go all out, or are you going to hold back? And your success is probably determined based on your answer to that question. Are you going to go all out, or are you going to hold back? Remember this. Winners lose more than losers lose. Winners lose more than losers lose because winners don't focus so much on mistakes. They don't focus as much on losses. They focus on execution, going after their moves, attacking positions, and that's what you need to do. Think about it. Winners lose more than losers lose. Let's think of some of those examples in sports. Reggie Jackson had the most strikeouts of any baseball player in the history of baseball. He also was Mr. October. 3 home runs in the World Series, over 500 home runs in his career, and he's a Hall of Famer. Cy Young had the most losses of all time in baseball. He also had the most wins, which is why they named the most valuable pitcher the Cy Young Award. What about Michael Jordan? 3,000 basketball games he's lost in his career. He missed 3,000 shots. He's lost over 300 games. 26 times he had the game-winning shot on the line, and he missed. He was also cut from his freshman basketball team in high school. Yet he's the greatest basketball player in history. On and on and on the list goes. Winners lose more than losers lose because they take more chances. So we have 2 mindset mastery lessons, 2 mindset exercises that you're going to do to help yourself improve with pulling the trigger. Number 1, you're going to make a courage log. For 30 days, you're going to get a calendar and you're going to write inside one thing you do that you push yourself beyond your comfort zone, a little bit beyond your threshold. That's your courage of the day. Try to do something on the wrestling mat. In practice, ask the best wrestler on the team to stay after and do a few takedowns live. Or maybe you push yourself a little bit harder in practice than everyone else in the room. Maybe you do something else. You enter yourself in a division in a tournament that's a little bit above yourself. So take chances, and if you can't do it on the wrestling mat, do it in your life. Volunteer. Step up to speak at something. Step out of your comfort zone every day. 1 thing a day for a month. See yourself as a go-getter. So that's your 30-day courage log. The second mindset mastery activity is what you're going to do is you're going to make a list of all quotes, people, movies, anything you can think of that reminds you to pull the trigger. So if the movie Scarface reminds you to go after your goals, put that down on your list. If the song I'm a Go-Getter is one of your reminders to pull the trigger, put that on your list. Songs, movies, quotes, people. If one of your brothers reminds you to go after your goals, put him down. If one of your friends, a wrestler that you've seen, put that down on the list. So now you have some reminders, constant reminders of all the things you can do, of all the people that remind you to go after your goals. And make sure you look at this list at least twice a week. You have to drill this just like you drill your moves. You have to drill your mindset to pull the trigger. So you have your courage log, and you also have your constant reminders, your movies, your quotes, and your songs that remind you to pull the trigger. See yourself as a go-getter and pull the trigger in wrestling and in life. Stay with us. Wrestling Mindset.